people, it's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Let's talk about the big fight this weekend, man. At heavyweight, Alexander Usyk against Daniel Dubois. Unified heavyweight titles will be on the line as Alexander Usyk defends his belts in Poland. Now, that borders Ukraine, which is pretty much where, it's pretty much a homecoming fight. I think we can all agree on that for Alexander Usyk here. And justified, in my opinion. I mean, this guy has been on the road pretty much throughout his whole career. I mean, you look at his resume, the road to becoming undisputed champ, even as a heavyweight, he's travelled. He's been everywhere. He's been to Latvia. He's been to the UK. He's been Germany. He's been everywhere. So he deserves this homecoming. And it's not really in the Ukraine, for obvious reasons. But Poland is as close as it gets. It literally borders Ukraine. It's a drive, literally, from Ukraine to Poland. So, yeah, this is going to feel very much at home for Alexander Usyk against Daniel Dubois, who is younger, stronger, bigger, punches harder. But does he have enough capabilities to win this fight, man? Because he's going in this as a heavy underdog. Now, Dubois does have a bright future. I think we can all tell that. He's got a lot of talent. He's got ability. He has lost the one fight, of course, to Joe Joyce. But yeah, this is a whole new challenge altogether. Alexander Usyk has fitted into the heavyweight division pretty well. Former undisputed cruiserweight champion, got a host of names on that resume as well. And at heavyweight now, the big elephant in the room for Alexander Usyk at heavyweight was would he be able to handle the power of these big, strong heavyweights? How would he be able to mix in and fight against these bigger guys? Because Usyk is what? Maybe 6'2", 6'3", I'd say. These heavyweights are big. Like, look at the looks at AJ. What, 6'7" and above? Bigger, punches harder. So Usyk has faced all of that already, and he's come out on top. He's faced different styles at heavyweight. He's faced the likes of a Del Boy Chisora a few years ago, where you've got a heavyweight coming at you, trying to rush you. He's dealt with that. He's dealt with AJ twice now, beat him convincingly both times. AJ, bigger man, stronger, has a good jab himself, can punch very hard. He wasn't able to do anything with Usyk over those two fights. So Usyk will feel like he's properly settled in now as a heavyweight. So what can Daniel Dubois do that the likes of AJ couldn't, or Del Boy couldn't, or anybody else a heavyweight that he's fought couldn't? What can Daniel Dubois do? Well, he does have youth on his side, but he's going to have to break up the rhythm of Alexander Usyk and try and hurt him early. He's going to have to land regularly. Usyk, as we've seen, is a very slick operator. He's a southpaw. He can switch hit when he needs to. But yeah, operates out of the southpaw stance. Very great technically in terms of his jab. He has deceptive power himself. Obviously not really that one-punch knockout power at heavyweight, but he has enough power to keep you honest. We saw that with AJ, So Usyk, yeah, he's very tricky, but he's getting older. He's 36 years old. Daniel Dubois has got 11 years on him in terms of age. I think he's 25, Dubois. So, yeah, youth is going to have to win the day here for him. He's going to have to outlast Usyk, which is going to be difficult because Usyk's got very good stamina also. But Dubois, he's going to have to, put educated pressure on him, like land as much as he can, hurt him, try and land often, whether it hit in the arms. You're not going to land clean on the face, I don't think, with Usyk. So try and break the arms down, hit the body, and be prepared for taking what's coming at you because Usyk is going to throw punches in bunches. He's going to give angles. He's going to pressure Dubois at times himself. So, yeah, Dubois is going to have to really put himself through the paces here to get through this fight. Will he win it? They're very confident over there at Queensberry. Frank Warren really pushing this guy forward and saying, this is the one. He's going to do it. He's going to bring the belts home. It's a tall order, especially with the fight being over there in Poland. Let's not underestimate that. Usyk has got home comforts, and this is a guy that is not going to be weighed down by the pressure. He's fought on a tremendous stage, throughout his career, Usyk. So this will not be a pressure cooker for him. And you can see how confident he's been at the weigh-in, at the press conferences and everywhere else. Usyk's just being his normal self. It's really Dubois who hasn't really seen himself on this stage. The biggest stage that Dubois was on was Joe Joyce, and we saw what happened there. He ended up taking a knee and bowing out of that fight due to an eye injury. How will he fare against the likes of Alexander Usyk, man? I've got Usyk as a solid favourite over Daniel Dubois here. I think most people do. Usyk obviously is looking for a fight with Tyson Fury. We all know why that fight ain't happening. But Dubois, it is. And I think if Usyk can maintain his focus and don't allow Father Time to beat him, then I see him winning this one. And I think he could actually stop Dubois. I think that if he really puts the work in, he could stop Dubois late on in this fight. But we'll see. You know, it will be interesting early on. Dubois will have to come forward and attempt to take the fight to Usyk. There's no point being on the back foot here, trying to box Usyk. That's not going to work. So it's going to be interesting to see how those first few rounds play out. Dubois is talking very confidently, but I just have to pick Usyk in this one, man. And I'm sure many people are. I just think that Usyk, the tools that he's got in his toolbox, I haven't seen anything to suggest really over the last few fights that he shouldn't be winning this fight. Dubois is a good heavyweight. He has got a good future ahead of him. He's very young in terms of heavyweight ages. So even if he loses this, it's not the end of the world for him. But I just think that unless Father Time catches up with Usyk, then I see him pulling his victory out, man, for sure. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys. How do you see this fight going? Who have you got winning it and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. And I'll catch you all on the next video.